Oh, yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese game show, dude. Did y'all guys see this? Chuck E. Cheese, our favorite little spot. Girl Charles Cheese is getting into show business, man. So, as we know as kids, went to Chuck E. Cheese, especially if you had stepfathers growing up, right? They had to send us somewhere. They announced today that they're going to make a Chuck E. Cheese TV show. But it's not just like any TV show. It's going to be a game show. And they have it here. A Chuck E. Cheese game show is being developed, and it's a bit like Squid Games. Bruh. Like Squid Games. What at all makes you look at Chuck E. Cheese, the restaurant, and everything it's about and go, it's kind of like Squid Games. It's just a little bit like Squid Games right there. So I know that might sound really confusing. And before you start thinking they're sacrificing kids to get a Chuck E. Cheese plushie or one of those Chinese traps things or the freaking 50-cent sticky hands, it's going to be with adults. They have it here. Let's see. The format. Oh, geez, Louise. My bad. Okay. Okay, obviously I can't do that. So you're just going to have to follow along with me. Jeez, that's annoying. Okay, the format will feature standalone comedic physical challenges where duos of big kids, aka adults, will compete over supersized arcade games, which includes a pinball, air hockey, alley roller, and the human claw. The top ticket earning duo will get the chance to exchange their tickets for prizes of the massive version of the iconic Chuck E. Cheese prize wall. So that's kind of like how it's like Squid Games. So if you remember in Squid Games, which if you haven't watched it, go check it out. I really enjoyed the show. Can't wait for season 2 and see what they did there. It was a pretty interesting show because it was a bunch of contestants put together to play these kid games, which are based off, I think it was Japanese? Chinese? I forget what country it was from, but it was Asian games that kids would play in the playground, which is Squid Games. So they're saying they're making an American version of Squid Games, right? So one day if they make the American version, it'll be games we played here in America, like Hopscotch, Ring Around the Rosie, Duck Duck Goose, I don't know, stuff like that, but turn it deadly and people die and you win money by the end. So that's how it's like Squid Games. It's adults playing Chuck E. Cheese arcade games, and they're going for prizes. So, in a weird way, it doesn't sound that bad of an idea. Like honestly, think about it. Like all the arcade games that you love playing at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, heck, I got nephews now that are about to outgrow Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm like, boy, you better have one more birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese because I secretly still love going. Imagining what it was like going as a kid, I loved it. I loved Chuck E. Cheese as a kid, man. Who did it? And but just seeing giant air hockey, what that could look like, giant pinball, whatever giant human claw is, and things like that. That's what they're going to be doing. And then they get tickets, and through the tickets, they'll go to a prize wall. And instead of picking, like a football with Chuck E. Cheese's face on it, it'll be like a Tesla, or you can get a house or a vacation in Maui or something like that. Okay, this is all part of the initiative to make Chuck E. Cheese relevant. Because there was let me see if I can find it. Chuck E. Cheese. There was an article that came out last year that said that Chuck E. Cheese is trying to get into the entertainment business, and they're trying to make an animated TV show where they'll have the cartoon of their here it is. I think this is it. Chuck E. Cheese is plotting an animated TV show and a live-action movie starring its mouse mascot. Like, Chuck E. Cheese right now is failing as a business. I think COVID hit them really hard, and they were like, geez, we're about to die. No one goes to Chuck E. Cheese anymore. No one takes us here anymore. So their plan is, well, if we make movies, if we make a game show, if we make a cartoon show, we'll be relevant again. People will love us. And look, I'll probably check out like one episode of that game show just to see how they make these arcade games big. I don't think I'd have an interest in the cartoon show. A movie, you just had Five Nights at Freddy's. That was about animatronic puppets coming to life and all that stuff. Very Chuck E. Cheese inspired. #1 grossing horror movie of the year. If you somehow do a kid-friendly version of the Chuck E. Cheese movie with that similar concept, kid goes to Chuck E. Cheese, the animatronics come to life, but they have a big party, right? They don't kill each other. They build a fort, kind of like at Five Nights at Freddy's without all the killing, right? Hey, it could work. It could do good. You don't know. I mean, So this is what Charles Cheese is doing. He's trying to stay relevant in there. I don't just make him an influencer, have him do a TikTok dance. I'm sure that'll do it right there. But just seeing that headline that a Chuck E. Cheese Squid Game game show was happening, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? So yeah. When are we getting Mexican Squid Games to get hit by the chancla? See, you can do it for all countries, man. I'm sure we all have different things we grew up with. That'd be funny. Play Loteria in the Mexican Squid Games. That'd be so funny. La escalera. Oh!